Say, man, welcome back to the No Sugar Coat Podcast. I am your light-skinned host, True Royal. With my boy Sid the Great. Y'all already know what to do. I'm feeling a little light-skinned today.
Okay. He got the braids and don't know how to act.
But guess what? We got to do one thing before we start things off.
We got to give our praise and honor to God because he is the reason why we're here today. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Man, Ross, it's been a minute since we've been here, right?
It's been a minute.
A little bit.
Yeah, we're going into a new year.
New season, new vibe, new resolutions. You understand what I'm saying? I hope everybody's live and well. This is good old 2025. I hope we're ready to live a good life and we actually go through with our New Year's resolutions. And we back in the studio ready for that consistency. There's been a lot going on in life, but we back at it. Back at it once again with my boy. He back in the building, man. Tell him a little bit about your life. What's been going on, man?
You know what I'm saying? Just, getting new hair, getting light-skinned every day. You know what I'm saying? Getting my light-skin energy, not that Drake energy. You know what I'm saying? Not the Drake, but, what makes the lady shake. You know what I'm saying? Talk to him, talk to him.
Ooh, well, you feeling too good with these braids, ain't you?
It's not my fault.
Is that what it is?
Sensational. So what we talking about today?
So today we are talking about, we're going to ask that, just very good open-ended question. We finna dive into a couple of things, man. But do you think as a citizen in America, you are spending your money correctly? Do you think your money is going to the right places, or are you overspending?
A lot of people are overspending.
Oh, man, I can agree. I mean, we all are.
One of the areas a lot of people are overspending on, cars.
That's the first thing you want to open it up with.
Cars.
Yeah.
Are people overspending on cars?
We pull up these questions, so I guess that's what we want to start it. Okay.
Well, I'll put it to you like this. So I am spending way too much on my truck. My truck payment is $822 a month. Right now, the average car payment is $737 a month. That's average. As far as quarter three of 2024?
Yes, sir.
Already.
You said $822?
Yeah, I'm paying $822. What you paying?
I'm in the sixes. I ain't paying no $822.
Running through the six with your woes, huh?
I'm running through the six with my woes. I ain't paying that. What made you feel like you can afford to pay that? Are you overspending if you can afford to do that? Because you decided to get in that truck. What was your overall?
I'll put it to you like this. I'm handling my payments very well, but, my situation is not like most Americans. You know what I'm saying? I guess you could say that I'm rather exceptional with my financial circumstance. But I can understand that, if you have kids and you have other the normal expenses, then, life happens. People have sicknesses, ailments, and other things that, they need to be able to pay for their medicine. They need to be able to pay for their treatments and stuff like that. And, all it takes is one bad diagnosis, and it doesn't matter how financially well you think you are. It can cripple you immediately, quickly.
Yeah, you're not wrong. If you're not in a predicament to be able to afford what you have, you shouldn't have it.
So I would say rather in my circumstance that I'm rather blessed.
Okay.
So
I respect that. You're good with your money. You're good how you spend your money. Well,
good how I spend my money.
For me, growing up, I guess I wouldn't say growing up, but me being very responsible from what I can say 16, 18, helping mama pay bills and getting out on my own, going to college, working full time with school and everything else. When I went to go get my car of, 2022 or 2021, it's right outside of COVID, right when COVID was ending.
Oh, yeah.
I told myself, it was a gift for myself. It was a gift to me, and it was something that I felt like I could do, right? Because I was saving money. I was spending money. I can say I was spending recklessly, but you can learn how to tailor your spending based off what you want in life, right?
Of course.
If you want to save, if you want to put stuff into investments, then you can tailor how you're spending your things and make change to be able to do those things. Because I'm getting into able to afford my car based on how I break it down and the way that I live my life, and I'm also with a significant other as well. So having two people is different as well to be able to help you spend your money better.
Oh yeah, having somebody that helps you,
yeah,
that helps.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Do I regret getting my car? No. The car note sometimes is like, sometimes it's like, you know what I'm saying? My car right now been in the shop for almost 2 months, and I didn't pay a car note, and the car I ain't driving.
Yeah, that's the thing that sucks about car notes is when you got a note and you got maintenance at the same time, it's an ass kicker.
But what can you do, right? And I do think there's benefits, there's pros and cons to all the decisions that we make in life. When it comes to getting a new car, if you get it under warranty and you get these deals and promotions that got out, you can keep a car for the next 3 to 4 years and they'll pay for all your maintenance.
Yeah, and
up to a certain amount of miles and all that good
from
stuff.
what I've been hearing, a lot of people been getting more extended warranties because
And you get the extended warranty.
A lot of these new cars they built to break,
and that's worth it
because they got a little bit of that planned obsolescence factored in.
Yeah, but that's worth the investment. I think mine total for my extended warranty was $7,500 on top of what I paid for the car. I think I don't think you got an extended warranty.
No, I didn't get my extended warranty.
So I think, and that might be a good investment in most people's eyes because I think I'm covered up until like 130,000
I'd rather just stack the bread.
miles on if anything goes wrong. I've already had one
I ain't
problem.
even got 25,000 on mine.
Oh no,
I mean
that's right. You don't drive your truck as often, so I can see why you probably wouldn't have it because for you, yours will probably run out before you even reach the mileage requirement or the mileage limit.
Yeah,
because you don't drive enough. So
yeah, it's already been 3 years.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, I still got some warranties that are still applicable to my specific circumstance.
So in that case, people forget that cars can be a big liability as well. If you don't have that newer car, if you don't have those warranties, and you are driving that car from point A to point B, if something happened when I had my car before I just got my new car, transmission went out. $2,000. Who got $2,000 sitting in the bank account ready to spend on a car?
Most folks don't even have $400.
Most folks don't even have the minimum is 1 month of expenses in a savings account. Who got that? How many people got that?
How many people got 6 months?
So if something go wrong, you SOL. You Ubering and Lyfting, spending all your money you should be saving to get your car fixed.
Yeah.
The life we live, right?
Oh yeah.
Let me see what other questions we got for it. What do you think some common expenses are people? What do you think common expenses people regret after purchase? So something people get other than the car. I mean, we mentioned the car, of course.
Well, of course, the car is the easiest one. Is also the biggest because most people after at least around 6 months, they regret buying their car. I actually regretted buying my truck. I ain't gonna lie. As much as I love my truck, yeah.
No, I love my car too much. I don't know about all of that. I love. What else do you think we buy that we regret?
Clothes.
Okay.
I think
that's valid.
Cause see, the thing is, we try to keep up with trends, and trends move so fast nowadays. You start buying clothes to keep up with the trends, only to find out your clothes ain't lasting as long as they realistically should. I mean, people back in the day, they used to knit, sew, and fix their clothes and keep them for like years on end and just continually wear them, and they will update them over time rather than just buying clothes and discarding them. Because, I mean, how often do people have clothes in their closet and they still got the tag on them and they ain't never really worn them?
I ain't gonna lie. I can be a...
That's my mama.
I mean, no I'm not gonna say
love my mama. But
I ain't gonna say I got a bunch, but I can say it's been times I go in the closet and like, damn, I ain't even wore this yet.
Yeah, I ain't even wore it, but you spent but the money been spent.
But maybe you just forgot, or maybe it was out of season. I mean, who knows what? Maybe you didn't go where you thought you wanted to go. Season? Maybe it was on sale. What you mean? Maybe it was on sale. You can't deny a good sale. I'm not gonna sit up here and play. What?
See, but yeah, it may be on sale, but you still spent the money. And if you ain't using it, then the sale was just a finesse on your own.
Used
you
it
just
yet.
Finesse yourself out your own.
I get that.
Brand.
You're right. I get that.
You know what I'm saying?
But let's dig a little deeper. When you say clothes, let's say the designer brands when it come to clothes.
Designer brands?
The brands that ain't worth, like Balenciaga. Dior. Things that ain't worth $300 for a t-shirt.
I mean, I pay like $350 for my watch.
We're not talking about jewelry.
But I had this watch for at least but jewelry's a good one too. How much money you think people spend on jewelry? Fake or real?
Okay, you got a point. But it's becoming more, what's the word, affordable. I mean, they got places, I think it's GOD, I see on TikTok, and another company, I can't think of the name, $65 for the chain you got on your neck. Now, is it real?
20.
It must be gold plated, 20 what?
$20.
I mean,
so let me ask you this: who's the smart one and who's the stupid one? The person that actually spends all their money on the chain, or the person that buys the cheap chain but got hella bread in their pocket? Who's smarter?
I mean, of course, the person with the cheap chain.
The cheap chain?
Because is it worth going to go spend thousands of dollars on a piece of jewelry?
But people do it.
Is it? Yeah, but if you're going to do that, you got to make sure you're able to afford it. You got to make sure it's built into your budget and you can actually spend that money and not miss it.
What does it mean to be able to afford that kind of jewelry?
I guess it depends on how much it costs, right? If that jewelry is going to hinder anything you got going on in that month, or you're going to be struggling on a bill, struggling to pay your car note, struggling to put food in the house,
it's going to hinder.
And you shouldn't put that. You shouldn't buy that chain.
It's going to hinder for most people.
They shouldn't be on the chains. Keep up with the Joneses.
But folks buying them, they putting them on credit.
That's another thing that makes it easy for people to overspend. They got all this
they got
no credit check. They got Klarna. They got Afterpay. I mean, all types of things that cause you to spend money because you feel like you're spending less, but in all actuality, you're spending the same amount of money, just not at one time. Continuously taking money out your pocket.
Mm-hmm. And see, I think one of the biggest problems, especially when it comes to credit, is you spending your future money. You spending your future money. You ain't even earned it yet, but you spend it before you even got it. You going to work to pay for something that you already bought. Think about that. You're not going to work to make money to go spend it. You're going to work to make money that you've already spent.
Okay, that's credit cards.
I know.
That's a bill.
That's a lot of bills.
That's a purchase that's reoccurring. I mean, you're making money to be able to pay for those items or that way or that utility, whatever, what have you.
Right.
What do you?
I mean, I just find it kind of funny that we go to work to go make money that we've already spent. It's just kind of crazy when you really think about it. Because most people, when they go to work, they're like, I need to go to work because I need to make this money. Okay? But how much of the money that they're making is actually theirs?
And when you say there's what money that they can actually spend,
like money that they
money?
can actually hold.
I guess it depends on how they live in their lifestyle.
Because, I mean, think about it like this. If I'm going to work and working all these hours, I want to hold something. And I want to hold it for a good while. And I want to be able to decide what it does. Because, every dollar is like a worker. You know what I'm saying? And if every dollar is like a worker, you want to tell that worker what to do, that worker what to do, and you want to make that work for you.
Perfect. So being that you said that, I want to ask another question.
Okay.
How can people recognize and help or make their spending habits better? Since you just said that, make your money work for you.
It's a simple equation.
Talk about that.
It's a simple equation of outcome versus income. Okay.
All right.
So you want to mitigate your outcome while maximizing your income. Anything that makes you spend more money than you need to spend needs to get cut out. And I know that sounds easier said than done because everybody has their own specific sets of life circumstances, right? So I know it might not, you can't cut out your kids. You got the kids. You got 2 kids. You can't not pay for them. You can't not buy them clothes. You can't not buy them food. It's locked in.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But if you got an extra car that you don't need and you paying all that extra insurance on it, or like you got that extra fun car, like everybody don't need a Mustang. It's fun to have a Mustang, but you don't need it. But you know that insurance is high.
Okay.
You know you got to pay for that good gas.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta. It's a little bit extra. Some things are just lifestyle, and some people can't afford some of the lifestyles that they have, but they hold on to them because they feel like that's all they got. That's all they got to live for. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, what do we work for if we can't get the things that we want?
And that's where it becomes a question of balance.
Yeah.
It's like, if you value this product or you value this thing so much that you're willing to forego your financial future in place of that, then it is what it is.
You say it like that, people really need to be thinking about their purchases.
But see,
think about it.
But see, the thing is,
that makes sense.
How much do you value your financial future? Yeah, you may have what you want today, but do you want to have what you want tomorrow? Because see, the thing is, some of the things that we want change over time.
Yeah.
And the question
you gotta
is,
have the money
how do you
to
want
be
to
able
prepare
to,
and how do you want to position yourself for your future?
Yep. Because in that moment, 2-3 years ago, you might have thought, I want this $60,000 car. I want this Mustang. I want this BMW. But you're not thinking in 3 to 4 years, you should be looking at a house.
And it's not even just that.
But
that
think
BMW
about what you
gonna
said.
get old.
But yeah, that's true too. But think about it. You finna throw $60,000 into a car, and over time, every year, you're probably gonna spend $10,000 trying to pay for this car, and then over time, maintenance on this car, when you could have been putting that money to the side to save for that home to build your future. But I'm not talking about the car specifically. I'm just talking about the money being put into something when you did not think about your future. Exactly what you said. Are you gonna want the same thing like tomorrow, right? Versus what you want today. Are you able to save and get ready for your future? And that's what you got to think about. I think a lot of people don't think about that. A lot of people live in the now. I think social media plays a big factor in living for the now. It's so easy to spend money. TikTok is dangerous, right? We don't want TikTok to go away, but TikTok is dangerous. You can literally press a link, buy that item right in there as quick as possible.
You do that on Instagram too. Yeah,
you're not wrong, but what's the most used app as of right now when we're recording this video on January, was it 16th, 17th? Yeah, what's 17th? The most used app? Instagram. I mean TikTok. So you got me saying Instagram. TikTok, right? So it's easy to spend this money and throw money out there and not think about what we're doing based off the impulse buying that we're going through, right? If you don't know if you've seen or noticed, Amazon just released their own, what would you call it, Temu. Did you see it?
No, I ain't hear about that.
They just released. I don't think they did a whole announcement for it. I don't know if it was that, but I got notified on my phone talking about some flash deals, $2.99, and they had the store set up. It was in the Amazon app, but they had the store set up just like Temu. 99 cents, $1.99, $2.99, but it's gonna take. You know, this ain't Amazon. It's gonna take a month to get here. You know, it's not Amazon. What that remind you of? Temu, AliExpress, stuff like that. Now on Amazon, now easily and more accessible to get to than anything else, and on a more trustworthy platform. So what's that going to cause people to do? Spend more money. Nobody's going to Temu and AliExpress or whatever, Alibaba, whatever they call it, because they're scared that credit card information might be stolen, or they're going to overspend, or they just don't trust it, or it might not ever come, what have you. But now it's on Amazon. How many people don't trust Amazon when you can buy a car on it now, you can buy food on it now, you can buy your prescriptions on it now, and your everyday items? Come on now. So in turn, they want us to spend all this money, right?
Of course they want us to
put this money out here, but we need to, as individuals in this world,
it's our responsibility to control our wealth.
We have to be able to control our impulses on buying. We have to be able to control our finances. If you know you only make so much money a month, you shouldn't even be near that in how much you spend every month.
But it's on our phone.
It's easily accessible.
It's
right?
on our phone. That's another thing we spend a lot of money on. Do you need a brand new phone every year?
I used to be the type. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie. I used to be the type. I stopped. When bills got real, when life got real, when you grow up and get out of mama's house, that stuff got to stop.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Now I'm looking at every 2 to 3 years. The phone really gotta say something for me to go
I
get it.
I had me a phone that lasted a good 5 years.
I did that.
I had to buy mine by force.
I ain't did that. I don't know about that one. Yeah, you better than me on that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, they got too many good deals and good offers. When they give you $600 for your old phone and then give you a credit of $21 for 2 years, they didn't pay for the phone. So I'm gonna go get that phone. If I'm being real, I'm gonna go get the phone.
I mean, if the numbers pan out and it makes sense, it makes sense.
See, what about subscriptions? How you feel about subscriptions? That's really taking money out of our pockets.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When it comes to subscriptions, back in the day, you could buy something and you had it, and it was yours.
Yep.
Nowadays, we don't live in that day anymore. Nowadays, we got subscriptions. We got what is it? We got Hulu. We got Netflix,
Paramount Plus, Opus Clips.
You know what I'm saying? So we got YouTube,
all
TV,
types of YouTube.
Like we got all these
Paramount. Like I said, what I said, Paramount Peacock,
Plus,
Disney, ESPN. Before you know it, and there's people out here still paying for cable at that, on top of paying for all the
but see, here's the crazy thing. So I think there's been a saturation point that's been reached when it comes to a lot of these streaming services.
Okay.
So back in the day, like if you think about it from the perspective of 10 years ago, you used to be able to go on Netflix and you had like all the TV shows and movies locked in. But then Disney was like, yo, we want a slice of the pie. You got Hulu.
Yep.
And you got Paramount, and then everybody has fragmented so much,
and you got partnerships.
That now you need.
And you got bundle plans.
You need all these different streaming services to get all the shows that you want when it used to be in one place.
Because
so now we're actually paying more than what we would have if we would have just had cable.
Yep. And then Netflix getting smart. You can't share that password no more.
You sure can't.
Without paying an extra, I think it's $7.99. And they ask you when you get on your TV. Sometimes they ask you, do you want to share your account?
Sometimes I'll just be like, man, I should probably just cancel Netflix because I mean, like $30 something a month is crazy.
Yeah, it's $30 a month.
And
I think it's $30.98 or $22.
You looking at me crazy.
Because if you get the top package with the HDR and the multiple screens,
I got the top.
Yeah,
I got some top. Anyway.
Think about that. Jesus, man, is your mind ever out of that?
Out of what?
Okay, never mind. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Move right on along. Would you cancel your Netflix subscription? Why haven't you canceled it yet?
I need shows to watch.
No, let me tell you something. I was talking to a customer the other day. Let me tell you how they do it. This customer was talking to me. She said she wanted to start her own gym, right? And I love business. I'm a business person. I went to school for business. And I told her, I said, make sure you do something that differentiates yourself and you in a market that's not oversaturated, right, in that area. But peep this. I told her also, while you may not want to do it, while it may not be what's on your mind, you got to come up with a subscription model. Because as much as we don't like it, people will buy it because it's easy and convenient. But let me tell you what companies and what businesses do. So I have an expense that maybe I shouldn't be paying for, right? Maybe I should take off, but I just haven't had the time to do it. I haven't created the time to go do it. I pay for a car wash every month, right? I pay for a car wash every single month, right? I pay for it, and I pay for the top package or whatever. I think it's $25 a month, right? So what they do when you pull up, I don't know if you experienced it or whoever. When you pull up, it's easy to get signed up.
Oh yeah.
First month free, it'll pay for itself in 5 washes. They make it sound good, right? Yeah. Then when you want to cancel, when they got a new promotion going on or a new deal, or maybe you're just sick of paying it, you got to go through all these hoops to cancel your subscription. But it's easy for you to take my money at the time of this purchase. Easy. So the barrier to exit is very difficult, which has caused a lot of people not to do it.
See, but I heard that Joe Biden, this is one of his wins. He was actually trying to institute legislation to make it to where if it's easy to get in, it's easy to get out.
I respect him for that.
Which I rock with. I actually really rock
him for that because it is hard to get out of some of the things that we get into, like with gym membership. Sometimes you got to sign a contract for a whole year. They're going to take an annual, they're going to take a monthly, and they're going to charge you an extra fee at some point.
They're going to
hit you with the gym that you probably barely go to.
They're going to hit you with the, but Sid, bro, you say you want to cancel, man. I'm sorry to hear that, man. But you was looking so good, bro.
Man.
Like, you was out here getting them gains, fam. You was in there getting the gains. And then I'd be like, well.
I do you one better with a subscription service that I think is doing it better, even though it's odd. But they actually do want to help, right? Don't know if y'all probably heard of it. I don't know if you have scrolling through TikTok. Carpe, the sweat company with sweat, right? I sweat a lot. So, of course, I wanted to go try Carpe because it was the best-selling help sweat, zero sweat, control, whatever the case may be. They got sweat for anywhere on the body. They got products to control sweat anywhere. And when I say anywhere, I mean anywhere, right? So I bought the product, and I looked at it after tons and tons of research. A stick of deodorant is $20. Right?
$20 for some deodorant.
$20 for a stick of $19.95 for a stick of deodorant. But it works. But what they don't tell you, what you don't realize when you sign up for it and you pay for it, you on a subscription model. Ooh. Automatically. It's not a choice. You can't buy a stick. You got to buy a stick and then cancel your subscription. But what you do when you go into your subscription, you cancel that, they send you through all these questions, all these extra. Why are you canceling? Could you not afford it? Where else did you find your deodorant? What if we cut off half of your next shipment and charge you this much? What if we give you a 15% discount? If you can go through all those hoops to get me from a deodorant that costs $20 down to $10, you shouldn't be selling it for $20 in the first place.
See, but
you're trying to get me to stay being a customer.
Selling it for $20 because they know
people gonna buy it. They give you all this free stuff, all this stuff to get you through the door, all these deals and promotions. Like I think I ordered at one time. I got a little satchel bag. I got a fanny pack. I got some stuff free to try out just for me to spend more money on the service eventually if I like those items.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Is subscription services predatory?
I feel like they can be.
They can be?
I guess it depends on the intent behind them. I'm not going to say that's a bad intent. I don't like what they're doing, but I see why they're doing what they're doing, and they are making it more accessible for people because you can go in and decide to cancel. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah, that's what you had to bring up. Oh, man.
I ain't never subscribed to no OnlyFans. I don't know how they subscriptions work.
I won't ever in my life subscribe to OnlyFans. I'm so sorry.
Come on, you don't want to see nobody get plowed by 1,000?
Nah, I'm not. That don't even interest. You don't want to see nobody get
1,057?
That don't even interest me at all.
1,057?
Let me see. Let's throw out.
You know how many inches per dude that is?
You know what the credit card debt in the U.S. What it reached in 2023? We gotta get the recent numbers if you want to research it. But really, just say $1 trillion.
$1 trillion.
$1 trillion.
What the credit card debt?
$1 trillion of credit card debt in 2023.
That's crazy.
Another fact, Americans spent over $18,000 a year on non-essential items according to 2022. But get
$18,000.
But that's what they say, non-essential. Of course, I don't know how to determine what's essential and what's non-essential.
That's car essential.
That's still a decent amount of money, though. But peep this, in 2024, it went down $4,000. It went down to $14,000.
Why ain't they spending?
Do you believe that maybe the decrease in this spending were due to the non-essential items becoming more expensive? That's my question to you. Do you think it became more expensive in 2024? That's the reason why it decreased, or you think we're still doing the same amount of spending on non-essential items?
I don't know, because this is what I know.
Okay.
People will always find ways to spend money that they don't have. People will find ways. I don't know how they're going to do it.
That's valid.
But they're going to do it. They're going to figure it out somehow. People, I think as humans, we have the inclination to want to find a way to spend money regardless of whether we have it or not to spend.
I mean, there's things in life that you want. There's things in life that you feel like what people used to do, because I've been a victim of it, right? Mm-hmm. What are we working hard for?
I mean, I understand that, but at the same time, at what point should you be responsible with what you spend? And I'm not saying you shouldn't be able to enjoy your money, but at the same time, it's like, if you ain't got it, who are you pretending for? It's like, are you pretending for yourself? And it's like, what do you have to prove to yourself? It's like, oh, so your life is not meaningful if you don't have this product? So you're nothing without the product. If you're nothing without the product, then the salesman did everything they were supposed to.
Okay, that's all.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like, you nothing without the product?
Yeah, okay.
Like the salesperson told you, hey, if you ain't got this, you ain't nothing. And now you putting yourself in a bad financial situation because you have no self-control? At what point is it
okay, that's
you?
valid. That's okay.
You know, and it's like, I understand we all feel like we should be able to treat ourselves. I felt like I should be able to treat myself with the truck.
Okay, yeah.
You felt like you should be able to treat yourself with the car.
Well.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we all feel like we should treat ourselves, but at the same time, if you could earn it and you can get it and nothing bad happens as a result, that's cool. But if you put yourself in a bad situation, it's your fault. That salesman ain't gonna be there when you lose your house. That salesman ain't gonna be there when a ding hits your credit. He gonna be going on with the money that you gave him, and he gonna be paying off his house.
Yeah. You know, I recommend. Yeah, he gonna be paying off his house. God. Yeah. I recommend what we do, man. You set up good subscriptions, and you build good habits, right? So, for instance, for me, I got money going out of my paycheck, a certain percentage going out of my paycheck to a savings account. Another percentage goes out of my account based off what I spend per day. And I also have a certain amount of money that comes out per week into my investment accounts that I invest in, right? Because you want to build for your future. You want to do things. You want to build those habits. You want to find ways to save money wherever you can, despite how much you may be spending, right? If we cut out the going out to eat every once in a while, that could save you $20, $30.
Ooh, going out to eat. That's a big one.
Can murder your bank account, man.
How much you said old girl was spending? What, $1,000?
She spent $1,000 a month. She took a screenshot. One of my best friends, I gotta get her on. Not one of them. She used to be my best friend. Used to work at the Whataburger. We went to school together. She was cool. I'm trying to get on the show, but she always busy. She screenshotted on Snapchat a couple years back. This app she used. It's crazy enough. I got the app now, and it's great. It teaches me all about my spending and keep track of everything and let me know how much I'm spending. But she was spending. You can see a whole screenshot of everything, and she spent $1,000 on food in 1 month. And
it's not as hard as you think. I want you to think about this. I'm gonna run through some numbers.
Run through it. Slow it down.
$30. Yep. $30 a day over the course of 30 days. That's $900. So if you're spending $30 a day on fast food every single day, you're spending $900 a month on fast food. And you're not that far off.
Just imagine if that's just one time eating sometimes for people. When me and my girl go out and get something to eat and we get what we want, fam, that's $30, $40. And that's one meal.
That's one meal.
If we eat twice a day, we doubling that amount.
Doubling.
Easy.
Doubling.
Imagine that. So what you just said, 900, we probably can spend $56 a month. How much? I'm not saying we do it every day, but if we did, imagine how much that is. I'm telling y'all,
it's
cook,
easy.
Buy groceries, cook, because out to eat will kill you.
Oh yeah,
will kill you. With me, ever since I met my girl, we pack lunches every single day.
Got a meal
now,
prep.
I'm not saying before then I wasn't preparing. I was going home every day, so I guess I was spending time and spending gas and spending more time going home to feed myself and not go out to eat. But there was more times a week that I did probably get something out to eat. I bought something at Walmart, and over time that was just too much money coming out of my pocket, and I seen that I was not able to keep up with that lifestyle. That's not the way to be. It's too much money being spent on food.
Yeah.
You as a truck driver on the road, how are you curving your spending when it comes to your eating habits? Being that I think it can be pretty hard on the road to save money.
My woman meal preps. I got a refrigerator and a microwave.
And she meal prep for you.
She meal prep.
How much money you think it saves a month for you? If you could
How
guess.
much money I think it's I don't know because
guess.
I've been my money's been coming in real nice recently. So I mean.
We didn't ask all of that.
As far as like my ability to save, it's definitely affected. Like I definitely got at least 6 months of truck payments stacked back. Like 6-7 months stacked back. Easy.
Oh, truck payments? So it's because you're saving money in other places.
So like I'm ahead at least 6-7 months right now. So I mean, if things keep going the way that they're going, like maybe in about a year I'll be able to pay it off.
Yeah, about a year. Because how much you been? You had the truck for 3 years
I've had
already,
the truck
right?
for 3 years. I still owe like
What's
20,
your 5,000?
I still owe like 28,000 left.
6-year note? How long was your note?
6 years, 72 months.
Oh, 6. I think I did 6 too. I think I'm down to 28 or 27.
Yeah, I'm about 28. I paid down all the way for 59,000.
Ooh, 60 grand for a truck.
60 grand.
Crazy, because I want to get my next car gonna be about 70 grand, 72.
Ooh, what kind of car?
If I did it, I don't know if I'm gonna do it yet. My girl say
car,
I should believe in myself and do it, but that's a pretty penny to spend every month. So I don't know yet.
What car are you leaning towards?
It's not even about any car. If I could pick any car,
don't say Scat Pack. Don't pull up the Scatty.
I've always wanted a Challenger, right? But I can't afford the
Lord.
insurance. But wait, that's not the car I was talking about. I still don't feel like I want to put myself in that insurance burden or.
Oh yeah,
it's not even. That's not even something you get right now at the age of 20. At my age, right? I don't think that's a car that's smart to get because we're talking about having kids in the next 2 to 3 years. That's not something that's feasible unless she's gonna go get the SUV. That's not something that's feasible to be going to go get right now. I don't think so. As much as I would love to go get my Hellcat or my 392,
get the
as much as I would love to, what I want to go get, I'd rather be in my luxury. I want to go get me a new Genesis. I want to get a GV70
on the cool. Go for a track hog.
You don't
want no track hog?
I don't want to roll the kids around in 700 horsepower, man. All that gas, it's just not feasible right now. For future planning, right? It's not feasible right now.
Get you one of them Toyota vans.
Nah, we're not doing no van.
Look.
Baby already said we're not doing no van.
This gonna sound crazy.
We gonna have 6 kids. We ain't doing no van.
This gonna sound crazy. But so I actually kind of like vans.
Of course.
Like that. Well, okay. Here's why. I kind of like vans because the amount of spacism is crazy. Like vans, as much as vans get a bad rap, they're better than SUVs. Like SUVs, don't get me wrong, they look better. They look way better. But from a functionality standpoint, I think minivans operate better. I think they're.
I don't think anybody will argue that. I mean, maybe you are right. I don't think nobody would argue that, but. What?
Now, it wouldn't be my first choice, but I'm just saying, Now, if I have like,
let me see if I have
5-6 kids, I'm definitely
any
gonna have
other questions to give the people. Is there anything else you want to talk about on this topic? Anything else we want to pull out?
Truck can only fit 6 people.
Oh wow!
Yeah, truck can only fit 6 people. I mean, we can have 4 kids in the truck. What you mean I can't go? I'm going. It's my truck. It's my truck. I'm driving it.
Let me see. We already asked about luxury goods. We already talked about impulsive spending habits. We already talked about overspending in social media. Well, we hit every point, every bullet point that I've already listed. On our notes,
I got
we've hit
one.
every bullet point. Is
I got
anything else you
one.
want
There's
to
one you
pull up?
miss. Vacations.
What do you think we overspending?
Yeah.
What?
I think here's okay. I'll put it to you like this. Everybody can't go out to Disneyland every year.
Okay.
Some people might have to go every other year.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Vacations, there are ways that you can vacation and not have to break the bank.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
There are trips people can do that don't have to be excessive or expensive. But I think nowadays, we want to show off for the gram.
Okay.
When it comes to vacations, we want to spend extra, look extravagant, and make it look like we doing a whole lot better than we actually doing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't take vacations like that. It's extremely rare for me to take vacations. But when I do take vacations, I ball out. And the reason why is because I rarely take vacations. But if I took a vacation every year, I wouldn't be able to do that. Now, I was watching a video just the other day. This one woman was talking about going to Disney, I think whether it was Disneyland or Disney World, like every month. Yeah, it's this woman that goes to Disney World every month. And she complains about her finances. But you're going to Disney World every month.
You put money in
and she
their
tries to
pocket.
justify it by saying, oh, well, if I keep going, I get points and then I get us a free room. And
That's
it's like,
how they get
but
you.
you're spending all that extra money to go get it.
That's how they get you. That's how they
Girl
get you to know
math.
to come. That's how they get you. That's how they get you in the door to get you to come. That's exactly what they do.
Yeah.
I do see what you're saying. I do believe in what you're saying. I do believe you have to strike that balance. You do have to spend time outside of your norm, outside of what you know, and you do have to travel the world because life is experiences now. It's not about the materialistic things. It
is experiences.
It's about experiences. So me and my girl has made me realize that because I was so work. It was insane, right? And I buy the things that I want, but I'm still at the house every day. My girl I got a passport. Didn't think I would be going to go buy a passport or do any of that. But we're going on a cruise in 2 months. Really, what, 55 days? 52, 50, 51 days probably. We're going on a Virgin Voyages cruise. So first time I've ever been outside of the country. First time I've ever been out the country, right? So it's good to save for things like that. Those are the type of investments that you can break off into payments because those are life experiences that can help your mental health and help you get through life and make you feel like life is worth living. For some people, they need that. Yeah. I think it's a big thing. I think you should go out and vacate, do on vacations. Maybe not as often.
But the vacation got to make sense.
It got to make sense. You got to be able to afford it, of course, but I do believe that it is value in going out on vacations. It is value. It's valuable. I really do. It don't mean you got to spoil your job because you don't go.
Some people go on cruises. Some people get on bumper boats. We ain't the same. Nah,
man, good conversation, good financial advice. Think about what you're spending. Think about everyday life in America. Think about where the world is going now. And like I said, make those good investments. Create savings accounts. Create good subscriptions that can help you and benefit you later on in life. I was talking to this girl when I was at the dentist the other day. They have a college fund for their daughter that they started when she was 3 months. Now, they got some different type of money because they putting $1,500 a month into it. I don't know how they afford to put $1,500 a month into a college fund with one person. Don't know. Yeah, but only he's paying for that. That's a lot of money. You said what?
Drug running.
There's got to be something they're doing. I don't know if I can put in $1,500, but that's all I'm saying is build those small habits. You people out here, not you people. Let me not be like that. Let me not be like that.
No.
But individuals out there in the world right now, we having kids and we spending money on unnecessary things. Make sure you're building that kid up for a future, or make sure you're trying to create generational wealth. What you're doing in your life to be able to better that child's life in the future. Right, we don't think about the future nearly enough. Right. Anything else you want to close them out with? But that was it for me.
This one I'm gonna close y'all out with. I want y'all to like, comment, share, and subscribe because that's money well spent.
Even though it's free to do.